Hello, Umut here. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to do a mixed media canvas. I'm using this Winsor & Newton canvas that is 20 cm to 20 cm. So it's a square. It really doesn't matter. You can use whichever canvas you have or you want to use. First, I wanted to give some texture on the background. I'm using this Dilutions stencil to do so, and my modeling paste by Liquitex. I'm aiming for a really simple design that everybody can replicate. I'm going to use a few sprays, paints and chipboards. You will see the colors I'm using on the screen while I'm using them. I'm going to start with a couple of colors, shades of turquoise and greens, and I'm using my Lindy Stamp Gang Starburst sprays, which are truly amazing. And I'm going to dilute the colors a little bit with spraying water. Now I am switching to a green tone. In the meantime, I can also tell you that the list of supplies that I am using today are down below at the description area or in my blog as usual. And also you will find the close-up pictures in my blog. This is the same color that I used before. And before I move and do something else, I am going to dry the canvas. Now I'm going to prepare my chipboard. I'm going to take only this big butterfly from this Dusty Attic set. And I'm going to try to give some glitter to it. So I'm doing this first time as well. So I'm going to try. This is a score tape, which is a really strong adhesive. And I'm going to cover the empty spaces with this score tape. I don't mind if it's properly cut or not, because it's not going to show. And the only aim is to cover all these empty spaces, the holes of the butterfly, with this tape, so that I can pour some glitter on it and it will stick. So now it's ready. I'm going to try only on one side before I do the other. This is a glitter from Nuvo Tonic Studios. It's blue sapphire. I really love the color. And I think it's working. There are a couple of empty spaces that it's not sticking, but it's not a problem. I can always glue it and do it again. And I really love the look. I'm using my quickie glue pen just to cover those spaces, and I'm going to pour the glitter again, and I think it's working now. I really love how it looks. Now I can color the butterfly itself with another paint, for example, so that I can have a butterfly with two colors. And with all the glitter, it looks really nice and shiny. I'm going to do the same method on the other side of the butterfly as well. I'm really doing it roughly. I don't mind if they overlap or it's not properly cut. The only thing I'm taking care is the score tape doesn't show beyond the butterfly borders. So I covered it and did the same thing. And I'm going to color the rest of my butterfly with gold acrylic paint. I used Americana. So this is how it looks. I really love it. Before I stick it, I decided to match the colors, color of the glitter that I use to the colors that I use for sprays as well. As you see, I'm putting the butterfly to see if it matches. I tried another blue, but the glitter is a little bit purpley. So I am trying a purple spray now. This is from Color Bloom, a Prima spray. And I think it matches much better, and it mixes with these beautiful blues that I put before. So it's making a nice combination with its purple color. I was actually planning to make this canvas in blues and greens. I didn't know I was going to put that glitter on my butterfly. It came to my mind later that I want to try it. This is a change of direction, but it's working out quite well. And I'm going to use a little bit paint. This is eggplant from Paper Artsy fresco finish paints. Just to again strengthen the violet a little bit more, I'm using a sponge to apply this paint on the edges where I see the blues and purples. Now I feel there is much more violet than before, and it blended quite well with the rest of the colors. To bring the texture a little bit more visible to the front, I'm using this wax embellishment mousse from Nuvo. It's Indian gold. I'm using my stencil brush to apply it on the texture a little bit. Now I will prepare my big focal point. This is a clock, chipboard clock that my friend gifted me actually, so I won't be able to give you a link, but there are many clocks that I think Dusty Attic has. I'm using this scrapbook paper that I found in my stash. It has some cracks on it, so it has a little texture. I just marked it with my pencil as big as my clock, and I'm sticking it with a matte medium. Now I'm going to see how I will place my clock and my butterfly. I'm just trying to see where it's better. Here I'm not so sure, here I was not so sure, but I think here I like the most. And I'm going to have a gold sentiment. This is a sticker set by 13 Arts. It's transparent and the sentiment is gold. It says enjoy the little things. In life it's really easy to see, but I know the lights are making some reflection, so it's not easy to see. I would really encourage you to look at the close-up pictures because some details are difficult to catch on camera but easier on pictures, like glitters, golds, shines. I'm just doing some gesso work as well, just to bring the textures to the front more, make them more visible. This is heavy gesso by Prima. I am also covering the chipboard clock with gesso a little bit, not so much. I don't want to lose its original color. And now I'm going to use this embellishment mousse again to go over with gold. Again, I'm not covering it all with gold, just brushing it here and there to give it a natural look. And I decided there was too much white space on this clock, so I'm covering the outside where we see the numbers with purple, the same paint that I used on the canvas. This brush is so long, it's by Dina Weekly. I love the bristles, but the brush is very long, so maybe you see it very close from the camera. Apologies for that. And now I'm going to also put some gold because now I think it's too dark. So it will create a nice look when I put the gold. It will show a little bit purple from the back, but it won't be so dark. As you see, I didn't plan this at all, so I'm changing direction as we go and see how it looks. Now I want to embellish the clock a little bit more, so I found these little gems in my stash. I got them from eBay. I put a link down below as well. And I'm going to put these on the numbers just to match all the colors and bring everything together. I'm going to stick these with my matte medium again. And I'm going to stick the whole thing with tacky glue because it's strong enough to hold such a big embellishment. And lastly, I'm going to do some splashes because inside the cloth is very white again. So I'm going to bind all the colors together by doing some gold splashes and purple splashes. I will use this gold that is on my mat already on the edges as well with my sponge. And to darken it up a little bit more and give a nice border, I'm using my black ink archival with the sponge and going over the very edges of the board. And I think I'm done. I really like the colors and simplicity of it. I believe everybody can replicate it, give it a try if you're a beginner and having difficulty to put lots of things together and make it work. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to give me thumbs up or subscribe to my channel. That's how I know you like my projects and I keep doing them. Again, you will find a list of supplies down below at the description area or in my blog, as well as the close-up pictures. Thanks for watching and see you next time.